Hey guys, it's Weston here. So today I'm going to be reviewing the House of Marley Little Bird earphones. Now if you haven't seen it already, I did feature these in the Tech for Christmas video, so I will link that down in the description if you've not seen it already. So now let's just jump straight into the review. So the earphones themselves feature a really nice design actually. So up top on the housing we've got a silicone finish which is really nice. So this just covers the plastic housing of the earphones. So on the silicone is like a paint speckled effect design, and I think it looks pretty cool and something a little bit different to what I've seen on other earphones. Spinning them around to the back and you can see we've got the House of Marley logo, which is quite difficult to see. You've also got some also difficult to see left and right indicators. Going down onto the cable, and there's nothing much really of note here, it's just a pretty standard cable. Then we go right down to the 3.5mm jack and you can see we've got the Marley logo on it, a little bit of strain relief and your gold plated connector. So this is an L shape, probably my preferred shape of connectors, but there you go again, nothing really of major note. So now we get on to build, and they're actually not too bad for a really inexpensive set of earphones. I mean, like I said already, they've got a plastic housing that's covered in silicone, so that feels pretty good. Unfortunately though, there isn't much strain relief, and I can possibly see these breaking after a year's so of use. The cable finished off in a nice soft touch material, but again, nothing special. And then back down to the 3.5mm jack, and again we've got that little bit of strain relief, but build quality is not too bad. So now we get onto comfort, and the silicone tips that do come included are pretty decent and some of the best I've encountered on a cheap set of earphones. The only downside is you only get 2 sets though instead of 3, so if you need that bigger range of choice you might have to get some third-party ones. But they are pretty comfortable though, and I found that the small ear tips fit me perfectly, which not many earphones do. Now we get onto noise isolation and leak, and they're actually not too bad. They don't isolate noise that amazingly, but they do a pretty decent job. Same for leak as well. They're not the best I've ever encountered, but they're not the worst neither. So now we get onto the sound, and we'll start off with the bass, and I'm actually really surprised by the bass on these earphones, and it wasn't something I expected at all really. I was expecting it to be pretty light and not very good, but actually I was really surprised. The bass was pretty deep, it had much more punch than what I was expecting. I mean, like I said, I thought they were going to be really light, but they're actually really good. They're not overly detailed though, and they can be a little bit murky sometimes. The mids are pretty impressive as well, they're quite clear, they're quite present, they sound pretty natural. They're not overly expansive though, and they can sound a little closed in at times. But again, they're pretty good, and they're surprisingly mellow as well. So if you like a cooler sounding mid, then these deliver that. The vocals again are really impressive. They're not sharp or harsh, and they're pretty chilled like the rest of the sound. It doesn't have that sort of impact that some other earphones do, but it's more sort of chilled and mellow. Then we get to the high frequencies, and again they're pretty well rounded, they're not too brittle or harsh or anything, and just a pretty good representation. So I mean, overall for the sound, it's not the best I've ever heard for this price, but I am genuinely impressed by these earphones. Now we get onto the verdict, and I think these are a pretty impressive set of earphones. The only thing that's missing is a little bit of strain relief from the earphone to the actual cable itself, and an included microphone would have been a nice touch as well. But all in all though, for the money, I think these are a pretty impressive set of earphones. So that is it guys, just a quick one today, so thank you for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more videos coming very soon. So thanks again, and I will see you all on the very next video.